The moment Jake's plane went down, everything changed. 1 second, the world was normal. Then chaos. The crash was deafening. The air smelled of smoke and fuel. Pain shot through every limb. And then, silence. Nothing but the thick, endless green of the jungle, stretching in every direction. There was no road, no path, no sign of another human being. Just the sound of insects and the distant cries of wild animals. Alone in the heart of the unknown, fear crept in like a slow poison. The jungle was alive, watching, moving. The days blended into each other, ruled by hunger, exhaustion, and the desperate search for water. The heat pressed down like an unbearable weight, and each night brought the cold bite of isolation. Every rustle in the darkness sent a jolt of fear through Jake's body. Was it a predator? Or was his mind beginning to play tricks? Survival became a battle against nature and against the thoughts that threatened to take over. The human body is fragile, but the mind, it is everything. Panic would lead to mistakes, and mistakes meant death. There was no choice but to adapt, to move, to learn. Leaves held water in the morning, roots carried hidden moisture. The first sip of rainwater caught in cupped hands tasted like hope. Hunger clawed at his stomach, but small insects, bitter berries, and whatever could be found kept his body moving, one painful step at a time. The jungle had no mercy. A single misstep could mean falling into a pit, getting bitten by something unseen, or being swallowed by the dense vegetation. There were no second chances. The key was to keep moving, to never stop. His body screamed for rest, but stopping meant giving in to despair, and despair was as deadly as hunger. Memories of home became both a comfort and a torment. The scent of morning coffee, the sound of laughter, the warmth of a familiar voice. The things once taken for granted became treasures now out of reach. It was easy to think about giving up, to let the jungle win. But then came the realization. No one was coming. No rescue teams, no helicopters. Only Jake could change the ending of this story. Giving up was not an option. Jake's mind began to shift. The jungle was no longer an enemy. It was a teacher. Patterns started to emerge. The movement of the sun, the direction of flowing water, the hidden signs of life beneath the leaves. Strength came not from fighting the jungle, but from understanding it. Each day brought new lessons. His body grew leaner, stronger, sharper. Every step forward was a victory, every breath proof that survival was possible. Then came the hardest part, the loneliness. Days without another voice, another soul. The weight of solitude was heavier than hunger, heavier than fear. It was easy to start forgetting the sound of one's own voice, the feeling of human presence. But there was something deeper, something stronger than loneliness, the will to live. The thought of seeing another sunrise, of feeling the warmth of a home, of holding on to life with both hands. The days stretched on, and then finally, a sign, faint but real. A distant sound, the unmistakable rush of a river. Hope surged. Water meant life. Water meant a way out. With the last of the strength left, each step became a purpose. The jungle fought back. Thorns tore at his skin. Exhaustion pulled at every limb. But his heart refused to stop. The river was there, roaring, powerful, cutting through the jungle like a silver ribbon. And on the other side, footprints. Human footprints. The journey was over. 30 days alone in the jungle, surviving on nothing but instinct, sheer will, and the refusal to surrender. The jungle had tried to break Jake's spirit, but instead, it had built something stronger. It had shown what it meant to fight for life, to appreciate every small blessing, to never take a single moment for granted. Survival is not just about the body. It is about the mind, the heart, the fire inside that refuses to go out. The jungle is different for everyone. For some, it's fear. For others, it's loss, pain, struggle. But the lesson remains the same. When everything is stripped away, when there is nothing left but the will to keep moving, that is when true strength is found. Because in the end, survival is not about escaping the jungle. It is about learning to walk through it, one step at a time, until the way out appears. Thank you for watching the video. Please visit my channel, Fired Up Tales, to watch more motivational and inspiring videos so you can improve your life.